Singapore is an amazing place, so different from all the other Southeast Asian countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Myanmar, or the Philippines. It is actually more similar to American cities like New York. Just think about it. The city built on the ground with no natural resources, on a tiny spot of land with nothing but great ideas, must be different from everything else. Singapore, officially the Republic of Singapore, is an island city-state in Southeast Asia. It has a total area of 719 square km. Its capital and largest city is Singapore city-state. English, Tamil, Malay and Chinese are its official languages. Its official currency is Singapore dollar, SGD. It has emerged as one of the world's most prosperous countries. It's a financial center, an achievement in urban planning, and serves as a model for developing nations. It's also one of the world's most popular travel destinations. Singapore is one country that will never cease to keep surprising its visitors in the world. There are a lot of mind-boggling facts about this city-state, and here are some interesting facts about Singapore that are bound to be on every traveler's itinerary. And for those not planning to visit anytime soon, I can guarantee you'll be dying to explore this enthralling city-state. 15 interesting facts you probably don't know about Singapore. Number 1. There are 64 islands. Singapore has 64 islands. If you think you can count how many islands Singapore has on your finger, think again. Surrounded by a plethora of mini islands, Singapore has up to 64 offshore islands, including St. John's Island, Kusu Island, Pulau Semakau, Pulau Ubin, Lazarus Island, and Sentosa, the largest of them all. While some of these offshore islands welcome visitors to explore their grounds, others are off-limits. Number 2. Chewing gum is banned in Singapore. One of the interesting facts of Singapore is that, this Singaporean law is one of the funniest I have ever heard of. Chewing gum, except dental and nicotine gums, is officially forbidden in Singapore. You won't find a chewing gum in any store. Only a doctor can prescribe it to you. Why does Singapore have such a weird law? It is all about cleanliness. The government's main goal is to keep the country clean, and we all know how many people throw the chewing gum on the street, without thinking about how disgusting it is. So if you are planning on going to Singapore, leave the chewing gum at home. Number 3. Singapore is the only island city-state in the world. This is one of the coolest facts of Singapore. There are only 2 surviving city-states in the world, Monaco, the Vatican, and Singapore. But Singapore is the only one situated on an island, and 62 small islets. What's more interesting, Singapore is a really small country, but it's not the smallest on Earth. Number 4. The most famous hotel in Southeast Asia is situated in Singapore Marina Bay Sands. This is the most famous hotel not only in Singapore but also in the whole ASEAN. What's special about this place? First of all, the architecture. The Marina Bay Sands consists of the 3 buildings and a huge boat-shaped roof on top of them. See the picture of the buildings above with the boat above us? Isn't that architecture impressive? Number 5. In Singapore, parents teach their kids good manners while the government teaches the parents some. Singapore actually had a government-backed national courtesy campaign since 1979, where Singaporeans were taught ethics and mannerisms. However, in 2001, it changed to the Singapore Kindness Movement. Number 6. You can find the national anthem in microtext on the back of the $1,000 note. You don't really see these big bucks often, but if you manage to get your hands on one, flip it over and see if you can spot the lyrics to the national anthem. I think it's pretty cool. It actually makes sense, if you think about it. So if you get your hands on one of those, you'll definitely feel like singing Majula Singapura. Number 7. There's a Hug Me Coca-Cola machine in Singapore. Located at the National University of Singapore, the first Hug Me Coca-Cola machine dispenses a bottle of Coke when a person wraps his or her arms around the machine. Isn't that cute? Money definitely can't buy love, but it can sure get you some Coke to quench your thirst. Number 8. Lion City with no lion. Yeah, Singapore is the English word for Singapura, which means Lion City. But did you know that there are no lions in Singapore? The name, Singapore, was derived from the Sanskrit term simha or singa, which means lion. Lion is also the national animal of Singapore. Number 9. Gardens by the Bay. Gardens by the Bay is a park in Singapore spreading across 250 acres of land. It has 3 waterfront gardens: Bay East Garden, Bay South Garden, and Bay Central Garden. The whole park is known for its beautiful design and architecture. This park consists of 18 super trees that act as vertical gardens and also generates solar power. They work as air venting ducts for nearby conservatories. Number 10. World's first nocturnal zoo. World's first night safari zoo was opened in Singapore on the 3rd of May 1994. This night safari took almost 7 years to complete at the cost of 62.5 million Singapore dollars. The nighttime zoo was initially named the Asian Night Safari with a focus on Asian species but was later renamed the Night Safari. Number 11. It's forbidden to build tall buildings in Singapore. One of the interesting facts on Singapore is that although there are 64 skyscrapers right now in Singapore, it is forbidden to build buildings higher than 280 meters, 919 feet. Why? Because it is a small country and the military base called Paya Lebar Air Base is situated really close to the central business district. High buildings could be big trouble for the planes, and that's why the law regulates their height. Number 12. Singapore is a millionaire's city. It is almost unbelievable, but 1 of every 6 Singaporean households has a fortune of more than $1 million. And we are talking about disposable wealth here, meaning that property, businesses, cars, etc. have not even been taken into account. Singapore has the highest percentage of millionaires in the world. How wonderful is that? Number 13. Best paid government and no corruption. Singapore is known for having the best paid country leader, earning over $7 million a year, and civil servants in the world, making the government one of the best employers able to attract top talent. Being a civil servant here carries status and is well regarded as a sign of respect. This has also brought several benefits to the economy, from a high competitiveness rating, 3rd most competitive country in the world behind Switzerland and the US, to efficient public services with almost no corruption, high ease of doing business, 2nd in the world behind New Zealand, and a tax framework which almost makes paying taxes a pleasure. That's right, you will feel good paying taxes there. Number 14. Ridiculously safe. Yes, you are hearing right. It is hard to fully explain this fact about Singapore, but the city and country is ridiculously safe, and I say this in the best possible way. Crime there is practically non-existent and violent crime is rare, as the UK government indicates. As a resident, it is common to sleep with windows open, to leave the front door open, and to go to the movies, parks or beach with full safety for your belongings. You can walk at any time of day and night knowing that nothing will happen. Committing a crime is just unthinkable for Singaporeans. Number 15. All food is imported. Singapore has practically no arable land. The land that exists is maximized and used for other purposes, and food is imported. Oftentimes, when you read on a fresh fruit or vegetable sign at the supermarket that it is local, it actually means it comes from Malaysia or Indonesia. Only 7% of the food consumed is produced in Singapore, in small farms in the northern part of Kranji, and on rooftop farms on top of orchard shopping malls and HDB condos and vertical gardens. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and also give a thumb up.